Namaste guys, welcome to the second video in this series about Vim text editor. In this video we're going to look at running Vim and trying to edit a file, saving the file and exiting out of Vim, all the basic stuff. And I'll also introduce you guys to a program called Vim Tutor which will help you learn the basics of Vim. Alright, so let's get started. So this is my terminal, and if you recall this from our previous video, this is a utility that tracks our progress in Vim. We want to grow and we want to surpass our editing capabilities in Notepad and reach as high as possible. Cool. So first off, any tutorial about Vim which does not include this tool is incomplete. Okay, so if you just hit Vim Tutor and hit enter, it will open this file which has a bunch of text in it. If you go down, it will show you like it's a lesson 1, right? So it will say to move the cursor, press the JKL keys as indicated. So if you press J, it'll go down. If you press K, it'll go up. If you press L, it'll go to the right, and H takes you to the back. Okay, so the philosophy behind it is Vim wants everything that you do to be able to be done from the home row. It doesn't want you to move your fingers a lot to different parts of the keyboard, or take your hands to the mouse and then click somewhere on the file to go there, because that's losing productivity. Okay, so it wants you to do everything from these keys. But for now, for when you're learning, go ahead and use the arrow keys. But ultimately, if you're really serious about getting productive in Vim, you might want to skip using the arrow keys. You might want to disable the arrow keys altogether and have all the motions done with your JKL navigation keys. So that's the first lesson here. If you keep going, it'll show you the second lesson, which is apparently about exiting Vim and so on. So I encourage you guys to go to Vim Tutor and follow along the tutorials. But if you're like bored, if you're not that kind of guy, then follow along to my videos, and I'll also be going through all of these things, albeit not as verbosely, I guess. Cool. So I'm back at my terminal, and let's run Vim. So to run Vim, you could type Vim or you could type VI, right? Either is fine. I like to type VI because that makes me feel like a hipster, and also I'm saving a key press, right? Okay, so if I hit VI and hit enter, this beautiful screen will show up. On the left hand side you have a bunch of tildes, and you have this text which says Vim, which stands for VI improved, version 7.4. There's already version 8 available out there, but this is the default installation in macOS, and that's what I'm using. And this guy, Bram Moulinar, is the active maintainer of Vim at the moment, and this is what everything is about, right? Open source and freely distributable. That's one of the best things about Vim. And Vim also asks for charity to poor children in Uganda. You can, if you want to learn more about that, you can type :help and ICCF, hit enter. Vim will show you more information about that, and I encourage you guys to donate to this cause. Alright, now another thing it says is :Q enter helps you exit Vim, and :help or F1 takes you to online help. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's do :Q and enter, and as promised, you're back at your terminal, back at your bash. Okay, so let's try editing a file. The way you do that is you hit VI or Vim and give it a file name. I'll just call it file because I'm creative, and I'll hit enter. Okay, that's the familiar Vim interface again. Okay, so tilde is on the side, and at the bottom it says file, which is the name of the file, and on square brackets you can see new file. That is Vim telling you, hey, this is a new file. Okay, so I want to type something, right? I'll just go ahead and type namaste. And what a oh, finally we can see an M there. A-S-T-E. Okay, but where did N and A go? I'll just go back and type them. Cool. That was weird. I don't understand what happened, right? So one of the very first things that you need to learn about Vim is it has a lot of different modes, but two that you need to be aware of for now, right? So Vim has different modes that you run Vim in. Okay, so you can run Vim in insert mode, or you can run Vim in normal mode, or you can run it in visual mode, which we will talk about later. So for now we want to focus on insert mode and normal mode. So insert mode is basically where you can like type things and exactly those keys appear on your file, right? But when you're in command mode, Vim allows you to do a bunch of things, powerful things like saving, exiting, or redos, undos, searching, replacing, and things like that. Okay, so on the bottom you can see it says insert, which is the current mode. That's why if I type anything here, then that will be displayed on the file. Okay, so now in order to go to command mode or normal mode, you would hit escape key. Okay, so when you hit escape, and on the bottom right, I don't know if you can see this, this symbol over here shows you what key I'm typing. Okay, so if I type something like command 1 in a Mac, that's what it shows. If I type option 1 in a Mac, that's how it shows, and control 1, shift 1. Okay, shift 1 is actually that. Anyways, and enter is this, backspace is this, and these are the arrow keys. Just familiarizing you guys with that. Okay, so to go to command mode or normal mode, you hit escape. Now you're in normal mode. If you try to type anything now, so H-E-L-L-O, it doesn't type, but I'm in insert mode. Forget about that. So that's the difference between these two modes. Okay, so insert mode lets you type things into your file, and command mode is where each of these keys that you type is mapped to do something else. Okay, so now you're in command mode, and when you're in command mode, you can type I to go to the insert mode, escape to go back to normal mode, I to command mode, escape to normal mode, right? So if I hit I, then I can continue typing text. I am enjoying using Vim, and I hit escape. Now I'm in command mode. Now to save this file, you have to be in command mode, and you have to type in colon W, where W stands for write, okay, and you hit enter. So it says file. You are currently, the file has 2 lines and 37 characters, and that's written. So basically that's your save message. Okay. All right, that's saved. Now I want to quit the file, right? So I go back to command mode with escape, and I hit colon quit, enter. Voila, the VI, you quit VI and you're back to bash. Okay, so if I read the contents of file, cat is a Linux utility which lets you just read the file and print out the contents in standard output. So it says, namaste guys, I'm enjoying using Vim. That's what we type, and we have successfully written and saved a file using Vim. Great, that's it for this video, and we'll talk more